Hello, Scorpio. I hope you guys have been doing well. This is your first weekly reading. That's right, I'm not doing it monthly and mid-month anymore. It is going to be weekly. My name is Starbright. If you haven't been to my channel, welcome. So, it's been kind of rough. Mercury retrograde kicked my ass, and that's why I haven't been here. But I am doing these weekly, which is great. So if you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe, ring the bell so you don't miss a reading. However, there are no like time frames. Like this is timeless. So, you know, if you're seeing this a couple months, even a year from now, it's still for you. So that's another new thing. I will be doing extendeds eventually, but right now I'm just kind of getting in the groove of things, okay? I'm working a lot of shadow work. So, here we are. I love you, Scorpios. Of course, it goes without saying this is for Scorpio, sun, moon, and rising. If it doesn't resonate with you, don't force it. You know, make sure you're checking your sun, moon, and rising. If you don't know, there's a link below to help you with that. But this is very general. So if it's not for you, don't worry about it. Okay? You don't have to make it fit. That's the beauty of it. But let's see for those of you who will. Nice. In your headspace. Choices, Scorpio, choices. Okay. Your heart space. Well. All right, Scorpio. So far I'm seeing you got a lot going on in your head. That's interesting. You know, that makes sense. Now, in your heart space, I see the 7 of Wands reversed. So, there's something that you're probably not wanting to fight for anymore. Yeah. Or you're letting down your guard. Maybe single. There's a new beginning, though, for you. Okay? With the 8 of Pentacles reversed, I feel like you may be avoiding the decision as well. Yeah. Could be about a fire sign, but with this Knight of Wands, I feel like with the 7 of Cups, that energy you may not be wanting to put all your eggs in one basket, if that makes sense. In your heart space, it looks like you feel like maybe you haven't experienced everything, or you're not emotionally fulfilled. So you're either letting your guard down. You have the 9 of Pentacles, so you're kind of wanting to enjoy the single life, possibly. Okay. And in how it's affecting your exterior, we have the 3 of Swords and the Ace of Wands, but the 3 of Swords is reversed. So you could have been just getting over some heartbreak. Yeah. So no deception either. I feel like some of you, yeah, you're over this 10 of Swords state, hence why it's reversed. We also have the 7 of Swords reversed. So it's not that you're trying to be sneaky. It's not that you're trying to like deceive anybody. You are honestly in a place right now, mentally, emotionally, where maybe you've had some turmoil. I know that from our past readings, some of you really have had some turmoil in the past when it comes to love, when it comes to life in general. And now you're kind of seeing everything as a new opportunity. You're seeing everything as an opportunity to create the life you want, have the love you want. But with this Ace of Wands, I think it's everything. Okay? I really do. I think it's everything. A new passion for life. The 3 of Swords reversed, getting over the heartache. And the Knight of Cups, I feel like, honestly, this is you just extending love to the universe and not one particular person. You could be just dating around, I don't mean this in a mean way, honestly, or a bad way. Don't take it wrong, or like getting around. You know what I mean? Like you're experimenting. You're doing, because with this Knight of Wands energy in your headspace, I think you're more of like, there's so much to do. There's so many people to meet and a lot of experiences. You may have been focusing on one thing for a while now, and now you're like, or one person or one project, and now you're like, you know what, I'm going to expand my horizons. Now with the Three of Swords and the Nine of Coins, I feel like some of you are newly single, or maybe have embraced the single life. You've let down your defenses. Some of you have kind of stood your ground on certain things for way too long. Maybe you were working on something and you just didn't like want to give the time to a relationship or dating around or whatever. And now you're seeing things in a different way. I'm not seeing people in your reading, but I keep going back to the Knight of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles here, which is, and the, it just, to me, it tells me that you're enjoying being single. You're enjoying having all the opportunities and all of the, now some of you could be confused and just trying to figure out what you want. But honestly, I think a lot of you are, it's not that you're confused. You're just not holding too tightly to something anymore. Okay? We'll clarify these just a little more. But you're done with the heartache. You're done with the deception. I hope this is from a healthy place. But with the deception card being in reverse, I feel like you're not trying to like hurt anybody or anything. You're not even trying to hurt yourself. You just don't want to hurt anymore, period. The Ten of Swords reverse. You're just you're just over it. You know what I mean? Yeah, you are standing in your personal power. Absolutely. Yeah. Repeat card. Ace of Wands. Oh, okay. So if some of you are worried, dang, Scorpio, look at you. Partnership and alliance at the bottom of the deck. Now, I really feel this has to do with romance. Even if it doesn't, it's still a passionate pursuit. We have power here in your headspace. So you're really like, you know what? I feel like I'm getting I don't have to be tied down. And it's not from an unhealthy place. I don't think it even is about relationships. It's more of a, like, I'm not limited sort of mindset for you, Scorpio, for those who are resonating. And in your heart space, because of this mindset, there's something sparking within you that has probably been dormant for a very long time. You're letting your guard down. You're not letting anything punk you out of the promise, so to speak. With the Nine of Cups reversed, I feel like there is something that you feel like you need to experience life. That's what I'm getting. It's like, I want to experience life. I want to experience emotional fulfillment. Everything that I've done, putting up these defenses and trying to be too careful, that's another thing I'm getting, is not serving me. And it sparked a new passion within you. Sorry. Which ironically, I feel like a lot of you have been through heartache and have been going through heartbreak. And now you're getting over that hump, so to speak. You know what I mean? With the Three of Swords reversed. You're finally starting to reach the conclusion of, I can be happy by myself. I can be happy within myself. I can fulfill myself just by myself. You know what I mean? Enjoying being single. And you may be finding new friends, new flings, or whatever. But whatever it is, you're not, the greatest thing is that you're not being deceptive about it. You're just honestly at a point where you hit the lowest of lows for those who are resonating. And now you're like, you know what? I'm ready to rise again. Like a phoenix. Spiritual union. How it's manifesting into your reality. I think with your energy and your vibration raising higher, you know, just loving yourself and accepting yourself, I think that's attracting probably, you know, you went from the Nine of Wands in the headspace to the Knight of Cups into the, how it's you know, the only thing I'm going to say, about this Scorpio is the Nine of Wands is kind of non-committal, which I get it, especially if you've been hurt, but also just recognize a good thing when it comes to you. Okay? Your defenses aren't up or anything. It may you may be blindsided. You know what I mean? By a certain person, that is a soulmate. You know, it's gonna put the others to shame. This connection. And I think as you're trying to like have that experience and you're standing in your personal power, you're vibing high, you know, and you're really loving yourself, it's going to attract really, really wonderful people to you. Okay? But there might, for some of you, be a particular person that you really, really connect with. Okay? I don't see you being scared or anything. I just don't know if you guys see this coming. You know? It looks like if someone does come into the picture, you know, the Three of Swords is reversed. Like you're going to accept it. You're not going to, you know, turn it down, Scorpio. So in your headspace, they're saying the answers you need are coming. So if you're wondering, am I doing the right thing? This is the message I'm getting for some of you, Scorpios. If you're wondering, like, is this healthy? Especially if you're not used to like putting yourself out there, and gaining new experiences in this certain way, you may be feeling that way. You may be wondering, like, is this really like what I want to do? You know, the answers are already within you, and I feel like this is going to be a positive thing as long as you keep this Seven of Swords reversed. You know, no deception. You know, I don't think you guys would ever want to hurt somebody, and I don't think you will. Like, you know, but if you are trying to look inwardly for those answers, or mentally you're wondering, it's weird because it's blue, so I'm thinking throat chakra. Some of you may be having a conversation with an ex or somebody who you want to talk to about certain things. And with this being a Gemini, it could be a Gemini, it could be a Leo. That's all I'm seeing here. Could be friends. Anyway, I feel like for some of you, the answers you seek, I think it has to do with that heartbreak going away. You know what I mean? Like you're healing up and now you're ready to talk about it. Does that make sense? And if not, then that's fine. But whatever answers you're searching for within, you already have them and it's coming to you. Take time to breathe out in the heart space. So don't get so caught up in the hype that you forget to take a moment to really process things. Make sure you're not distracting yourself, okay? I don't think this is a bad thing. You know what I mean? But just like with anybody, you know, sometimes we can do things and it's really great for us until it becomes more of a distraction rather than a healing process. Does that make sense? So be aware of that. Just stay aware of, am I doing this still because I want to experience new things, or is it now a distraction from this heartache? So I feel like that's more of an advice, like, you know, keep it healthy, keep it real. You know what I mean? Spirit, what about how it's going to affect the physical realm? Ooh, too many cards, too many cards. One card, Spirit. One card. All right. I mean, I'll take it. Step out of your comfort zone. Some of you may be thinking about this and you already feel it in your heart space but haven't done it yet. Okay. You may be like, I don't know if this is me. You know, but you don't know until you step out of your comfort zone. You don't have to. Listen, y'all. No judgment for those who do, because like I'm a type of demisexual. So I know what it's like to not want to just go out there and just sleep with anyone. Okay. I think some of you probably just aren't like that, and that's perfectly fine. You don't have to sleep with everybody you go on a date with. I feel like just a few of you need that. And I know some Scorpios are looking at me like, do you know who you're talking to? And it's like, listen. For those who are resonating with this tiny part of the message, you don't have to do that. Just put yourself out. Hang out with friends. Make new friends. Go on dates. Have fun with people. Get to know new people. Whatever your comfort zone is, it's time to take just kind of like a little step out. Okay? It ain't all that bad. Prosperity lies ahead. I believe prosperity in all aspects. Love, money, life. It's a win-win outcome forecast. So if this is something you're thinking about, some of you may already be doing this and just kind of like questioning it, which is natural. You know, that's normal. But it's I think you guys are really keeping it at a healthy place, especially just with this. This is almost like a little love nudge from the universe, where it's like, hey, just make sure you're keeping it at a healthy level. You know, if you still got to face some heartache and stuff, you still got to have this conversation. For some of you, you know, do those things because you're going to be okay. It's going to be a win-win situation no matter what. Okay? All right, guys, I love you so much. That is your weekly reading. If you liked this, hit the subscribe subscribe button. Mercury's still right, y'all. Ring the doorbell. The doorbell? I guess it's a doorbell, right? I mean, in a way, we could think of it that way. But ring the bell so you don't miss your weekly reading. Other than that, I love you so much, you guys. I'm really happy about this. Good for you. Go you. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.